Everybody out. Everybody out. That is the keyword. The keyword of today is everybody out. According to journalists, AC Milan is trying to get rid of everybody because nothing worked this year. The purchases we did during the summer were wrong, and we're seeing it now that the team is not cohesive. It's a mess. AC Milan is a mess. We keep saying that, but we know that. But who is going away? Who are they trying to give away? Because it's not that easy. And you know that AC Milan takes a long time, to sell or to buy player. And by the time that AC Milan does an offer, usually low, there's gonna be another team that comes in and take the player, like Ricci. Now Inter is interested in Ricci, and I'm sure that Redbird, the Cardinals' offer is gonna be the lowest one, and they're gonna say, no, we do not participate in this kind of stuff, and so we leave the negotiations, and then Inter's gonna get Ricci, and the goodbye to everybody. So who is gonna go away though? Who is on the market, and can we sell them, and who is gonna buy them? Let's try to check out. So the first, I start from the beginning. Him. Excuse me. Him. Emerson. Emerson. Don't sell. Don't go away, Emerson. Please stay with us. Do not go away. But Emerson is on the market. I wonder why. So who is interested in Emerson Royal though? That's the question. They say here that they are talking to Fulham. Fulham do not dare to take this player away for us. If you do, know that you're doing a great deal. You are indeed doing a great deal. And I don't know why Fulham wants this particular player. But these are the rumors, whether they happens or not is a different thing. But the thing is, they're talking about a loan with option to buy. Oh yes, because we all of our players, we give them away with a loan with option to buy, and usually it goes, or the player is terrible and he comes back, like with Origi, or the player becomes a champion and we basically lose on it. So we don't lose money on it, but we lose in a potential player like the Ketelere, right? Or everybody that leave the left AC Milan, like Maldini. So do you expect Emerson Royal to become a champion the moment he wears the Fulham jersey? I don't know. Excuse me. Probably not. But we will see. So the problem is this: what's the point of giving? I don't know. Loan with an option to buy. Make it a must buy. I don't know the word right now, but make it a loan with an obligation to buy, not an option to buy. Let's go into the next. Who is the next? Okafor. Okafor should be the one that actually leaves AC Milan. Should be. I mean, he was already leaving for Lipsia, but then there was a problem with the medical checkups, and he didn't pass those checkups. And now there are more other teams, 2 more teams on him from Premier League: West Ham and Bournemouth. Bournemouth. I don't know how to pronounce this, but that team. While he refused Monza. So what is the formula? Again, is a loan for 2 millions with an option to buy. Again, option to buy at 25 millions, which is kind of high, I think. And again, with this option to buy, you know what they're doing this? You know what they want to get rid of players so they can show in the financial, the end of the year financial spreadsheet that they did a great job because they earned money and AC Milan made money. That's the whole deal here. That's why they want to do this now. They want to send everybody away now so they can show that they did a good job and they should not be fired. That's it, in my opinion, obviously. So let's go on to the next one. The next one is Chuku. Chuku there's another club on the Premier League. Premier League is very interested in AC Milan recently, and that's Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa, because his ex-coach is there, and he'd like to have Chukwueze. Chukwueze is not. I don't think he's a bad player. He's just not good in Italy. I think in another like in the another champions. In another team, in another country, he could do better than Italy for sure. In Italy, or at least in AC Milan, it just didn't work out for us. So Conceição obviously has no say in this. Next one is Ruben the Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek. They're trying to send him away again. We don't know who would want him really. But yeah, and according to the journalists, like AC Milan is looking for a profile similar to Loftus-Cheek. And my question is, what's the point of getting a profile similar to Loftus-Cheek? Just keep Loftus-Cheek if you want to look for somebody similar to him. What's even the point? We didn't see him yet, I think, with Conceição because he's injured. But I don't know, he might be better with Conceição. Is that possible? Either way, I think he is going to go in the summer. But the formula for this guy is, again, a loan with an option to buy. So we're not selling anybody, really. Next up is Jovic. Jovic is being out of AC Milan for a while now. He's not even in the Champions League list. He's not going to be in the Champions League list. But, yeah, I don't understand why they renew his contract in the summer if they didn't want him to stay. This is like a puzzle that I can't solve, really. I don't know what they had in mind. But Monaco is looking for him. And maybe also Sevilla. But again, nothing done. And to be honest, with the strikers that we have now, so Morata and Abraham, maybe Jovic is better than Abraham. I don't know, because Jovic, when he came, when he got subbed in the second half, he has done well. Like the best here, he did score his goals, right? So it's not too bad, but it's not even a starter. So I don't know. Our attack situation is atrocious. Let's go to Tomori, the beautiful Tomori, that apparently said no to Juventus. Because this management will give Tomori, not even sell him, it will give like on a loan. Well, there was an obligation to buy. There was the offer, but Tomori said no because has to be the player that say no. Because this management would say, yeah, no, Tomori, what you giving me 25 millions? Sure, take him. We'll give you even, I don't know, we give you Calabria for free. And Juventus is interested in Calabria. Interesting. It's crazy to me. Like, so because we get Walker, we give away Tomori. Is that a good move? Like now in January, you want to do this move now? Do you know why? Because they want to show that they did good in the financial aspect. That's the only thing. Because as of now, I'm not even sure if AC Milan can reach the Champions League spot. Definitely not if they keep doing like this. And even Conceição said something on the lines that this is the worst team's mentality he has ever worked on. It's like this team mentality is bad. It's like really bad. So the fact that let's just give away anybody. Who cares? The next in line, and then we are almost done, is Pavlovic. So what do you think about Pavlovic? For me, it's his first year in Serie A. It's never easy. He played like a few games, then he got forgotten. I don't know if you're gonna see him in the Champions League match. But there is an interest from Fenerbahce of Jose Mourinho Fenerbahce, right? Do you think it's the right move? So by watching AC Milan games, obviously, Pavlovic to me is a player that acts before he thinks, and a lot of his intervention, aggression, I don't know how you call them, on the pitch are not pointless, but very dangerous. And sometimes for no reason, he could do like simple stuff instead of going super aggressive. But I guess that's how he plays with Grinta, right? Is he gonna be a good defender at some point? I don't know, but I think that giving him away after 6 months is not the best choice. It's not the best choice. You could give him on a loan if you want him to play and get used to Serie A strikers and such. But give him away in 6 months, it doesn't sound like good. Like the offer, I mean, they would want basically 18 million, so to make those money back. So they're trying to repair to their own mistakes during the market, obviously, just to show that they fixed something. But the problem is we're not getting anybody. So, and this is the problem that you have when you gamble on players, and most of your players are gambles, and you don't know how they're gonna go. You need some certainty in football, because if you want to win, you need good players. You can't live on promises. Not if you're AC Milan, at least. Mamma mia, Calabria. Calabria is, I think, is pretty much gone from AC Milan. He's not gonna renew the contract because he wants a lot of money, and Milan doesn't want to give him those money, which I agree with. He's not even a starter right now. So there was like an interest from Galatasaray or Juventus. Juventus asked. I don't know. Is it gonna be the same thing like the Sciglio that do you remember the Sciglio that Juventus got? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, sure. Go. Let's give all of our defense to Juventus. Why not? Let's give in Tomori. Let's give in Tomori, Calabria. Let's give him even Ciao. You don't need him, right? If I think about Kalulu, man, Kalulu would have been really useful for us. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Because I'm not even sure anybody's going to pay at the end of the year. It's like, is anybody from the management going to pay for the mistakes of this season, especially if we don't reach the top 4? I don't know. Probably not. And that scares me a little bit, because it means, mamma mia, it's always the same things we talk about, but there is no... that's not a project. This is not a project. What you're seeing in AC Milan right now is just random stuff happening. This is not a project. There is no project for the future. There's no plan past 1 year, I think. Like, you don't... If you ask anybody, okay, what's the future of AC Milan in 5 years, they would say, stadium, sell club. That's it. Like, sportively speaking, there is no plan, and we saw it. And you know what? I think that they thought, based on the results from the previous year when AC Milan arrived second, but if you watched AC Milan, you know that the second place was not what it seemed to be. So, of course, if you just look at the standings, you see, oh, AC Milan second, this is great. But then, if you watched actually the whole season, you knew that AC Milan was out from the Scudetto like in November, was already out of that race. All the teams in Serie A performed really, really badly in the past year. The only one was Inter and Juventus, that they were somehow fighting for the Scudetto until January, and then Juventus crumbled and Inter won easily. And that second place doesn't mean we were fighting for anything really, because we lost in Europe, we lost the Coppa Italia, we lost everything, and of the top 4 teams, we were the only one to not win a trophy. So if you watched AC Milan, you know that the team was a mess and that you needed like something good to improve on the team, like a striker or whatever. But I am sure that they thought, oh, second place is great. Wow, it means we are good. It means we are good, and so we can stay with this, and just buy a couple of players and we are perfect. But no. We need to redo the whole team. We need to redo everything. Ah, mamma mia, and they're not going to do anything in January because we learned that this management does not fix the team in the market, in the January market. They do not want to spend money in the January markets. That's why they will get stuff on loan or stuff that is free or opportunities. And with that, I go away. Ciao.